Hey guys. Ooh, hold on. Hey guys. How are you guys?
Happy Sunday.
Yes.
Or Monday, depending on
where you at.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Well, no, it's
Saturday. I
don't know. Ooh, child. Ooh, if y'all seen the title and if y'all seen the thumbnail, y'all know what we about to discuss.
Give us a sound check, please. Can you hear us? Can you see us?
And give us a like if you're in the chat too.
All right, I'm gonna just jump into it.
We gonna jump right into it.
So, welcome. Suga here, and this is
Spice.
Today we'll be reviewing Ready to Love, Season 4, Episode 6.
Yes.
And we're going to be talking about how Kamil said, "With them dollars at?"
Monique.
Okay.
Hey, Monique.
Good morning,
lady. Good morning.
Sounding and looking good. Appreciate you.
Kamil said, "Is you going to make it rain or not?" Okay. Good chat. Oh, my God.
What's in your wallet?
Woo. Good morning, SPTL.
Make sure you hit the like.
Yes, please.
Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow us on all our social medias at Sugar and Spice 88 on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter.
Woo!
Y'all ready to get into it?
Let's get into it.
All right, so first time he's meeting with the guys in the men's lounge. He's like, "Yeah, y'all know who your number one is? Yeah, forget about her. Go with somebody else this week.
Yeah,
find somebody else and do that."
Oh my gosh. So we're gonna find somebody else. We're gonna go up with our number twos. And we start off with Walter and Zadia. I actually like Walter. I feel like he's showing a lot of his personalities. I like that he seems like he opens up easily. I feel like we know him.
Something about Walter is just
not clicking for
I
you.
don't know what it is. Something about Walter is just I don't know. He seems like a nice guy and everything. I just feel like I'm a little bit off.
Something's
just a
off.
little bit.
Maybe his player days. Do you still feel like the player vibes from him?
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe.
He's got a little Mac in him.
I still feel it too.
He's very much macking. Yeah, so
moaning. I like how she spelled moaning. Moaning.
Good morning. We need.
Oh my gosh. All right. So with Walter and Zadia, I feel like Zadia really liked him.
She
like
was very into the date.
Ooh, he's a smooth talker.
See, that's what I don't know. I feel like she was more into him than he was with her. With her, she was like really like, hello, yes. To him, to me, it was like it was giving like you're cute, but I'm kind of being polite a little bit. Like it wasn't. Okay. It didn't give me like strong connection. Like, yeah, right. I'm really into you. But then again, she's not his number one, so
that's true. Yeah. That's true. But then Walter opens up again because I feel like every time we go on a date, we learn something new about Walter, and I cannot say the same for the other guys.
That's true.
I feel like I know a lot about Walter.
The women are opening up more than the guys.
The guys, like
that's why a lot of these conversations on this season. This season is just it's giving me snooze. It's giving me nap time because like a lot of I don't know. It's not a lot of. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of conversations that have a great deal of substance. It's just kind of like surface level stuff, and yeah, that stuff is important. Like, oh, how many kids you got? Everybody's talking about the same thing. Like,
let's get
do
into
you want
what
kids?
We want. Yeah,
and what you do for a living, and. But they are saying, people are talking on the phone and stuff. So maybe that's the conversation that we're not seeing. But when they get up on a date, it just be like,
yeah, there's gonna be a Z.
So you like mojitos? I like mojitos. You be like,
Monique on your side, Sugar. She said, "Do not be fooled by Walter."
I'm trying to say something.
She don't. She's with you on that one.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, you gotta be onto something. But yeah, let's get into Walter a little bit. He says that he's raised by grew up with 4 women: his cousin, his mom, his grandma, his sister. And
Zadia, I like that she asked that question. Like, okay, that's cute and everything, but that doesn't mean that you treat women right. That doesn't mean that you even respect women.
And to be honest, that's facts on facts on facts, because not a lot of these men out here raised by women, raised by their grandmother, are out here on their Kevin Samuels train, because they don't respect women. They don't think much of women. They don't value women. And then it's really like
crazy. The father will just not even be around, not even be a participant in their life, but they'll resent the woman. Like I remember I just recently had seen somebody that we know talking about, raised by a single mother, talking bad about single mothers. And I was like, make it make sense.
Your whole existence for why you're here. Like, you weren't in foster care, you weren't in orphanage. Your mom was the only person who provided for you. But then you grow up, and then what do you do? Make her the villain in all your stories.
Isn't that crazy? So that was a good question, you know?
Good child.
So, and he says, apparently it does, I guess.
Because he did say he said, my late wife, I was dogging, I was battling, I was out here. So he did say that he was acting up. But now, since she's passed, you know, and before she passed, he said that he got better and he decided to make a change. So, I mean,
I don't know.
It's tough to say.
Isn't it though? Very. Winnie, I agree with you. It's very, I'm sleeping.
Yeah, same here. I mean, then they go in, they have this dancer, you know, the white toes, get your toes, and then
I don't know. The people at the nail salon was more interested in this.
They was
She came up with a phrase and everything.
Yeah.
White toes, get your toes. They was boring to me.
Yeah. But Walter had a good time. Walter had a good time. Zadia had a good time, and they both walk out the date liking each other more.
And Walter, what did Walter say? Yeah, the man doesn't choose the woman. The woman
I don't agree with that.
Chooses the man.
I don't agree with that fully. I feel like the woman chooses who she wants to date, but the man chooses who he wants to marry.
And that's facts on facts.
You understand me?
I mean, we're definitely out. Y'all are definitely outnumbered out here. So y'all have y'all
choices, you know, but when you're in a relationship, the woman says yes to going out on a date and you allowing you to pursue her, but women aren't proposing to men. The men are the ones who are in charge of marriage. So It's like the women not choosing the men like that. Like he's trying to make it. So it's like, I don't know. Good child. Okay, let's move on. Next up.
Hold on, I feel like I missed the comment. Never mind, carry on.
Next up, we got Sabrina and Mr. Sean. Good child.
I'm not feeling Sean either. I'm not feeling Sean at all.
I mean, Jesus.
Okay.
We start off.
So, okay, explain to me. All right. I could be wrong. Stop laughing at me.
Sorry. Because, all right, go ahead.
Am I bugging or when what's his name?
Tyrone.
That's how boring this season is. I can barely grasp. Okay, so when Tyrone was like, yeah, I spent a little time with you. Konnichiwa, woody woo woo. She was like, I don't. It's not giving. I don't know what you're talking about. Then you go on a date with Sean and it's so he can and okay, and let me teach you how to say. I was like,
what are we doing right now?
I thought
the switch up was real.
This is how you hold the chopsticks, and this is how I was like, so she just Korean master out here all of a sudden.
But you see, it's like, but then you get met with somebody who knows something about Korea, and then now you.
I guess maybe she was picking and choosing. Like she was like,
let me tell you something. Sabrina knows as much Korean as I know Spanish. She knows gracias, adios, and that's it.
Muy bien.
That's it. Grande, tacos, burritos, quesadillas. That's how much Korean Sabrina knows. Talk about this is how you say it, this, that. But okay, this is my whole thing. Why are you leading with that when that's not really a big part of who you are and your identity? You're not really fully into that culture. You were probably just born there, or you're half Korean, whatever. But you're not really.
She got the tattoo. I don't know. That situation could easily be like
confusing.
Are you in there? Is that your thing? Like, are you all into the culture, or because I don't know? Like I said, Walter brought her up. She act like she ain't. I don't.
Yeah, she with Tyrone. Yeah,
Tyrone. See what I'm saying? Bobby, Ricky, I don't know.
Child. So then we go on, and it's they start talking about the children. So they get right into it, and then Sabrina's talking about she don't want to lead with her representative. She want to lead with who she really is. This, that, and the third.
So Sean, right? I feel like from the conversation they had about children, I feel like Sean is somebody who will let certain things go on too long because he doesn't like confrontation. And the reason I say that is because when he had his conversation with Aisha led the conversation. Hey, look, this is the deal. Let's talk about kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want kids or can't have kids. You know, it's just me and my son gonna be enough for you because honestly, that's all I can get. So I need you to think about that and be honest and let me know. Right? He was like, that's fair. I don't know. I have to think about that. And then they came to the conclusion like, yeah, no.
We're not going to move forward.
When it was his turn to present the conversation and lay that all out, and he had to run up on Sabrina about it and be like, so, do you want more kids? And she's like, oh, no, I'm done. It's like the you ever see somebody teeter-totter back and forth when they're telling you something that they know you don't want to hear, but so they got to like throw the bad out there, compliment, throw a little bad out there, compliment. He just kept doing that with her like, yeah, you know, you're really beautiful, but you know, I want kids and you don't. And then when she see her face turn a little bit like, but I want you. Mm-hmm. So, you know, but you know, we ultimately we have to make a definitive decision because I don't want to get, you know, involved in something and then I don't want to, but I want you and I like you. But you know, really, what I really want kids. So that was just like, if you don't just have the same conversation you had with Aisha, look, you don't want kids, that's cool, but I want kids. So
that's just not something
that's
that
a deal breaker for me.
That's not something that you go back and forth on. Like you don't want you cool with holding your ground with one woman, but then with the next woman you're
but that's
second guessing yourself.
He didn't hold his ground. Aisha was like, this is what you're getting. I'm not giving you options.
But I feel like Sabrina said the same thing. She's like, I'm not having no kids.
But that's what I'm saying. He had to lead that conversation because she's like, well, anytime she was like digging deeper into it. So what are you saying? No, I like you. I'm feeling you. But like, you know, also, and then jump back into the compliment bag. It's like he couldn't just finish it. Like Aisha was the one to finish it. Like, yo. Ain't no we can do this or we can do that. This is it.
Right.
That's it. What you want to do. When it was his chance to be like, this is it, what you want to do. I want kids. He could not finish it.
Right.
He couldn't
cut it.
Get in it.
I also just think that he likes Sabrina a little bit more. I think he wants to explore her because he's really attracted to her.
And then he finishes off their date by saying, you know, sometimes the right woman can change your viewpoint on, but we're talking about a deal breaker. Yeah. Children is a deal breaker. Mm-hmm. That's not like, you know, people take that seriously, especially men. Like, oh, I'm carrying on my lineage, so it's like for you to tell him no, you know, that's not happening. That's not something you just switch off within a 30-minute conversation with someone.
Sure.
And you still just met her. So
that part too.
It's giving weird that you were ready to fold so quickly. So I don't know.
Monique King says, I wonder if he knows Sabrina's age. Kids shouldn't even be a topic. You know, I don't really think these men really understand, like, when you're pregnant, that's when a woman is the most closest to death is when she's pregnant. So then you add the factor of, like, you know, age. You add the factor of ethnicity. We already know the mortality rate for Black maternal mothers are way higher than other ethnicities. it's a lot of factors going on. And
really,
these men just be like, I want kids. Like,
I feel like if you ask the average man on the street anything about, you know, how dangerous it is to have kids, mortality rates,
so dangerous.
They are like oblivious. Like,
they
don't even realize it's like a life risking situation for them to for a woman to give birth. You know what I'm saying?
My life on the line.
Black women.
Yes. Every time we get pregnant, we're putting our lives on the line.
And they really, to them, it's just like, oh, it's a normal thing. You know, you get pregnant, you have babies. People have babies all the time, but they don't really realize how serious it is. So it's like,
all right, guys, we're gonna move on. Next, my girl,
Aisha and Phil.
There she is. My girl, Aisha and Phil. Honestly, I was like, just when you think you can't love Aisha more, you love Aisha more.
She's definitely my favorite.
I really, really like her, you know. And, you know, also, I think I see a lot of people like talking about how Aisha looks in some Facebook groups and this, that, and third, or maybe the way she talks or how she comes off. I just like, you know, that's just where she's from. That's just New York.
I feel like it's very strange to me when people do that, is particularly to Black people.
Yes,
we are known for code switching. That's our thing. Like,
yes,
we are, you know, we're so diverse. Like, we come from so many different places, so many different walks of life. We speak so many different ways. So it's like, for you to say, oh, you know, she's like, what do you know, we have our own slang, we have our own, you know, way we communicate with each other. So it's like, for you to say, oh, she needs to speak this one way all the time, or she's not intelligent, or she's not, you know, presentable,
I'm
or
not here
that's
for that.
At all.
I just don't understand.
If I'm gonna say I'm saying, or you know, you feel me, that doesn't make me any less intelligent.
Exactly.
That doesn't make her any less of a woman. It doesn't make her any less of a businesswoman.
Exactly.
It doesn't make her any less successful.
Exactly.
And it's like, you act like when other cultures don't get together, they don't do the same thing. When you know, Caucasian people get together, yeah, bro, you know, woo, woo, woo. They do the same thing, but they just want to put that on us. So we're not gonna do that.
I just don't like
that. Especially from New York, because you know, we're right across the bridge. Especially not from, you know, New York and New Jersey.
Okay.
Particularly people in New York. You know, New York got that extra.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a tough city. You know, so they got a little extra to them. They got a little. You might consider it, you know, aggressiveness or whatever, what have you. It's just, you know, they have a little. Yeah. So that's just how they are.
It's just an extra swag.
It doesn't make her any less. You know, she still has her femininity. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I love Aisha. So
she's a beautiful girl.
Yes.
Like, I don't.
She's a business owner.
We're not gonna.
She was a wife. Yes. She's a great mom. She's even one of the she even went to get therapy before she started dating again. Like, the self-awareness.
The girl, she been through all of this stuff. It has the self-awareness to go and fix her problems before she even starts looking for love. And y'all talking about what? Edges, or because she said bruh, or
miss me. All right. So, I mean, well, they start off. Aisha is really excited to get to know Phil. Because, you know, he helped her with the car and everything. Not for nothing, Phil is on a lot of people's radar. And I don't know how Phil has not gotten that much airtime, because he's been a lot of women.
I don't know it. I'm like, I don't really know anything about Phil.
What? I don't know nothing about Phil, but a lot of the women like him. And when I do see him, he comes across nice. But I don't know nothing about Phil. He has gotten no airtime.
It's weird. Like, what are y'all editing out? Are y'all just putting the dry scene?
So far the season has just been made of Corey, Kamil, and I don't know, like Tyrone. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Have they been putting out? You know how they put the behind the...
I haven't seen those. Like, the clips, Owen used to put extra clips out last season of like stuff we didn't see, like deleted scenes. But so far, I've just been seeing on YouTube, like, Owen just puts out clips of the episode that already aired or the clips that are coming up.
I wondered if it was just like a dry season and they're just trying to like make it work.
I don't know. So I guess so. So let's get into this clip with Aisha and Phil, because Aisha opens up about having kids, and we find out the real reason why Aisha is a no for her for having more kids.
I thought
Oops, sorry guys.
as somebody that I can trust to want to answer your question in full transparency. So deeper into that is I almost lost my children twice. Both pregnancies. And I lost a baby once because I don't carry kids well. And that's a part of me, again, that don't want to feel like a failure to my next husband. That if I go to give him a kid, I can't bring his kid into this world.
Look.
Whatever, baby.
No. Hey, breathe with me, babe.
Right?
I'm happy she was able to be vulnerable with me. I'm happy that
God.
she was able to confide in me something that's deep, personal, and sensitive. It's these moments that define us.
That's why I say I want to have a kid, because it avoids this part. I think he does understand me more. I think after really seeing the emotion, especially behind it, and seeing that this girl like means what she says, it's hurted her, and she trusted me with it. And the fact that he came to me and consoled me made me feel real good. Give me a hand. Look in my eyes.
Give me your hand. Look in your eyes.
I say I don't want children to mask the fact that I don't want to fail. It's easier to say that than face this.
I understand that.
So that's my truth, and you deserve it.
This is not the first time she's shared something with me, but this one hits home because I feel her. I feel the pain. So seeing that and experiencing that, how can you not like her? How can you not fall for her in these moments? I appreciate you.
Exactly. Like honestly, like the authenticity, the vulnerability, the ability to even just articulate and go deep and like just allow herself to really open up, like that's really special.
And it shows that she's done the work.
She's done the work. She's done. And like she don't gotta tell everybody that. I saw someone say somewhere like, well, she should have told Sean that because then maybe Sean would have probably wanted to still entertain her. It's like, no, she don't need to be with somebody who is like not sure if they want or don't want kids. Like, so her and Sean not being a thing is a good thing. Phil is also possibly does want kids, but she also likes Phil a little bit more. So she opened up to him a little bit more and she wants to give him the full picture to allow him to make a full decision.
Also, I can understand her wanting to go the route of just saying, I don't want kids, because it's like, in a moment like that where, you know, you share that and you're vulnerable with that, and then you tell the guy that, it's like now there's the sympathy factor and they feel bad. So it's like they may go into that mindset like, well, you know, maybe we could adopt and maybe we could do this and maybe we could do that. And then it's like, again, 4 years down the line, are you still going to be in that mindset like of, oh, adopt? Or are you going to be like, I want my blood, my, you know, my lineage. I mean, granted, you could still, you know, have a surrogate and all of that stuff. That's expensive though. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a very complicated situation. I could understand her kind of wanting to take that route instead of having to explain all of this and, you know, go through that whole process. That's a lot for someone.
Yeah, I just, you know, I appreciate her vulnerability and I'm with her. Like, honestly, every time you get pregnant, like we said, that's the closest you are to death. She almost lost her children. The woman is traumatized. She had a miscarriage. The 2 children that are here are her miracle babies. Now she's even older in age. And then for her to get pregnant again, oh, child. Like, we can't just be putting our bodies through all of this. I don't know if y'all ever watched Basketball Wives, but Tammy Roman, ooh. The amount of miscarriages Tammy Roman went through, the amount of hardships, because the guy she was with, he was younger, he wanted kids. And she put herself through a lot trying to have kids. And that, you know,
it's traumatizing each time. It doesn't get any less traumatizing because it's happened to you before, or it's just.
I'm with Aisha, like, stand firm on that. Like, and also her kids are older. So when Aisha says she want to be on somebody's beach butt naked somewhere, I'm with her on that. Like, you got a 15-year-old.
She was like, I did most of the work. I'm almost to the finish line.
Yes. And having kids is also very difficult, especially on the women, because majority of the work usually falls on the women. So, yeah. I'm with Aisha on that. She don't want kids, girl. I'm with you. Like, seriously.
Monique said they put clips.
What you said one week, girl?
They clips out last week and then made those clips Friday. See what
Friday's
I'm saying?
entire.
They
And you're
no
right.
material.
You're right,
They
because
had nothing for
yeah,
us.
I did see like 2 or 3 clips, and it was like the same clips we got today. I mean, 2 days ago on Friday, and it's like we don't get no deleted scenes, we don't get no extra clips, we don't get nothing.
Interesting.
Ooh, I don't know. Just that's a lot. That's a lot. Honestly. Good child. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for y'all girl? Because now it's the Kamil and
I wish
Na'im
Miss Bell
show.
was in here so she can explain.
Oh Lord, I need Miss Bell to give us an explanation for her girl, because Kamil completely out of pocket. It's a very awkward energy, and I'm not gonna put it all on Kamil because Na'im is off too.
Yeah,
Na'im is a little bit off too. So
but it's like you put Kamil with anybody, and
it's
just
awkward. You're
weird.
right. You're right. You're right.
It is.
It is what it is.
Woo!
Like, even when it came down to like the oysters, you feed me the oysters, and it's like,
see, even that's what I'm saying. I feel like they don't have any material because we all know she doesn't want to deal with Na'im. She don't want to date him. Do y'all talking about? So if we entered into something, and my son, good and well, y'all don't want to date each other. Why are we doing this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all set up this date for more footage so the episode could be longer, because this whole scene was like,
but the task was to go with somebody that's not your number one.
I mean, that's true.
So they had to try something different.
Na'im, I don't know. I'm surprised he picked her.
He took a shot.
All her little.
I mean, he went into it. He said, Kamil, she always seems like she don't want to be bothered. She always seems like, she don't got time for nobody.
It's like, just because, okay, even if you did, put your blinders on and focus on Cornelius, you don't have to. Don't talk to me. Like, you don't.
It's unnecessary.
You don't have to do all of that.
Exactly. Hey Z, gang. Good morning. Oh, you came right in time. We about to talk about.
She has a son. He's talking about Kamil.
Yes, Kamil. And that's another thing, because I don't know what Phil got going on. I don't know what a lot of these other people got going on. I had no idea Kamil had a son. So it's like, they need to give everybody their airtime, because I feel like there's the people that are left that barely know much about them. But we're about to get into this clip real quick of Kamil and Na'im. Y'all bear with us, because it's crazy.
A one-on-one. I mean, we talk regularly.
Right.
I don't think we've ever talked about kids, though.
No, we haven't.
Do you want kids?
I mean, I'm more focused on the woman first. In the context of marriage with the right woman, absolutely.
How many?
Oh, let's start with one.
Okay. So, my son, Quest, is my everything.
All right.
I don't want no kids. I mean, maybe like one day, eventually, sometime, maybe
a little bit.
I might kind of want to. I don't know.
That man did not want no kids,
and if he does have kids, he's definitely expecting whoever his wife is to take on that full responsibility.
Yeah, so. Exactly. I don't know what his reasoning is for not wanting.
That's the energy I got anyway. I could be wrong, but
that's the energy I got too. It was a very hesitant, not really sure, uncomfortable. Maybe one.
Let's start with one.
Yeah. Well, child. And that's another thing. Just be honest. If you don't want kids, you don't want kids.
Hello.
What's the problem? All right, let's continue, y'all.
If we were to enter into something, where do you see your role in his life?
Definitely not trying to be his father.
Right.
And definitely not trying to be someone that's looked at as, oh, that's just Nye, or that's Mr. Bilal, or whatever he would call me.
He would call you Mr. Nye. What about?
Okay. Kamil is bad-ish crazy, okay? But we gotta pay attention to Na'im too. We're not gonna forget about what Na'im is doing too. So, first of all, nobody even knew she had a son. Nobody. So you're just telling him you have a son, and now you're asking him, what is going to be your role as his father? Like, what is going to be your role in his life? Girl, I just found out you had a son. I didn't even know I was going to be having to play a role 2 seconds ago. But then for Na'im's response to be, well, I'm definitely not going to be his father. I'm not going to try and take that place, which is fine. I mean, he has a dad, so I get that. But then you said, I mean, he would just call me like, you know, Mr. Bilal.
That wasn't even a real answer.
It wasn't. So it's like, where do you stand?
Z, you don't know about Na'im. I don't know about him either. He's not good.
I ain't feeling it.
Nicole.
Hey, Nicole.
He doesn't want to be a father. All
He
right,
don't.
He should.
He don't.
That's why do you? These issues are going to come up later, and it's going to be a bigger issue. Your mind as well.
Just be upfront and honest now.
Right now.
Just say you don't want kids. There's women who don't want to have kids. You not being a father is not a deal breaker.
Right. It's not.
Oh man. But maybe he also doesn't want to be a stepfather too. No. I don't know.
Right.
Na'im is okay. Let's continue, y'all. Let's continue. Good chat.
Finances. What does that look like?
Like, what do you want to hear? Like, do I pay for everything and you shop? Is that what you're trying to hear? Like,
no.
I mean, I see the curve, the edge of your mouth doing this little dance thing. It's definitely a red flag when a woman brings up finances kind of abruptly.
How much do you, it's over 6 figures, all right?
I was like, is she really asking me? How much money?
You're not going to answer that?
No. She had a conversation with herself because I wasn't responding.
Woo, chat. Okay. Okay, hear me out. Kamil, how about finances? Girl, no, you're dead wrong. Y'all on the first date, that's none of your business. If you want to know how much a man makes, oh, what part of town do you live in? Get an idea of the town. Oh, okay, like the kind of apartment that he's renting. Give you a good idea of his money. What do you do for a living? Okay, what's your position? Okay, do you like it there? How long you been there? That's another way to get an idea of how much money a man makes or where he's at, and stability is down the third.
It's about 6 figures, right?
No, that's what we not gonna do, Kamil. That's what we not gonna do. But then for Na'im to be like, oh, so you want me to make all the money so you can shop? I'm not that.
And that's why I understand.
You're rubbing me the wrong way.
This date was just.
It's like Kamil is dead wrong, but Na'im, why? Why are you coming at me like this? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm getting Chris. Listen, not broke boy vibes. Not KG Smooth vibes. Okay, because I was definitely feeling that.
Well, they're on a dating show with 30 plus singles. It's not unlikely that some will have children. This is true, and maybe that's why he doesn't want to say it, because they're gonna be looking at him like,
why are you here,
sir?
Right. Good job. I don't know. Like, a lot of people only focused on Kamil for this clip, but Na'im is doing a lot too, y'all. Let's finish this off.
So how do you show a man that you're interested while you're dating?
Definitely, if I'm not interested, that text message is going to sit there for a couple of days.
So you're just going to let it be
No,
dry?
I would eventually, friend zone them.
You know what? Cheers.
Cheers.
To getting to know each other better. Kamil is crazy. And this date definitely let me know there's different sides, shades, and or personalities of Kamil. I definitely am looking for a woman that's more centered or grounded. And sometimes Kamil seems like she's all over the place. Let's get out of here.
Well, we need to get some boxes.
Oh, yes, 100%.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't.
What was that?
Na'im says he wants a woman that's centered and grounded, but he does not give me that vibe.
Me neither. Na'im doesn't seem like he's centered and grounded. And I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, yes, she's talking about she want to leave a man on red. She want friend zone him. Kamil is, no, she's not a good match. But Na'im, it's hard to really see him. Like, he's not giving me any compatibility. Like, what about you is making you stand out? And be likable, because I just was not he didn't stand out and make me like him on that date at all. Like Kamil, we already know what she was gonna bring.
I haven't really seen much from him that made me like him. So
I mean, even his last date with Zadia, it was also like a awkward banter back and forth. If you guys remember when he took her to mixed drinks and they were drinking at the bar. It was just he gives me like off-putting vibes. So I don't know. So we gonna have to see about that one.
Is there any? Do y'all like any of the guys this season? Is there anyone that's giving you what you need?
I mean, because for us, I mean, we tell you straight up, they're not doing it for us. Even with the new addition, like,
I feel like he's just
la. Okay.
Kamil is the curveball Kami keeps speaking on. She's an agitator. She has.
Z says Kamil is the curveball. Tommy, speaking of, she's an agitator. She has to be acting. Well, she does teach drama. And on top of that, they didn't eliminate her this episode, which is very sus. Like the same way they didn't eliminate Corey the first night. Or even the second time,
it doesn't make any
it's
sense.
very sus. Like y'all are telling on yourselves. And then even to cast Corey, even on his initial get to know the singles episode, this being talking about 6-pack, 6 figures. Even Tommy said, I'll be surprised if he finds love. So why is he here? If you don't think he's a good candidate, why is he here?
And with all of that, y'all probably casted these people to get a better show, and
they did
dry.
That's it. Monique says Phil is the only good guy through and through. Honestly, from what I see of Phil, I like, but then again, I also don't know a lot about Phil.
They're saying very little, yeah.
I
need to see more of these conversations that they're having. Yeah. We don't really see anything develop. It's just like, yeah, so Phil's my connection. We'd be like, when did that happen?
Yeah, like he's like, yeah, we talk to each other 3 hours a night. Like, about what? Like, what do you?
That's why I feel like this should be like in a house or something. Like
that's yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It should not be like regular, like, oh, we get together once a week for brunch and then
a lot of them are entrepreneurs too. They could probably work from home. I mean, it will limit the casting, but I mean, y'all don't got much great candidates now.
I feel like, yes.
I mean, exactly. That's how we feel, Z. I mean, if we had to choose,
it's rough.
It would be Phil. I mean, all right. So let's go on. We have Donta, Sabrina, we got Frank, we got Mumen, and they are going on a mini golf date. To a place called Swingers.
That was a nice little group. Their personalities mixed very well.
Sabrina was cracking me up. She was acting a fool, and that's me. I be acting a fool. But it's time to be out and have fun. I'm like the biggest kid. So, I mean,
y'all don't want to see us together.
No. It's a hot mess, but you gonna have a good time.
That part.
Okay.
I was just thinking about when we went golfing. Child.
Wait, when?
Remember we went to was that for my birthday? We went to Top Golf.
Oh,
and you kept missing the balls.
Yo,
we were both struggling.
Listen, I was trying to hit that ball out the park.
She was putting her whole back, breaking her arms.
When I missed, when you swing at that ball hard and you hit air, yo, your shoulder hurt, your back hurt. I was like, ow! Woo! Girl, oh my God. If y'all gonna go golf and aim, take your time and aim. What a dream. It was terrible. It was terrible. Don't be like me.
That was bad out here.
Don't be like me, y'all. So, all right. So then Sabrina takes Donta to the side.
Why is Donta still around?
Woo-hoo. I feel like Donta is a controversial cast member. It's very controversial. I know why you're saying that, Nicole. Donta, well, let's get into it. So, Donta says his top is Shiloh and Zadia. Mind you, I don't believe Shiloh and Zadia has any kids. I don't believe Shiloh and Zadia have any kids. Meanwhile, Donta has 3 kids with 3 baby moms. I don't know. Okay, so then Sabrina opens up. She says she got, an 8-year-old. She'll be 9 in November. He opens up.
No, Sabrina does have a child.
Yeah, she has an 8-year-old. She'll be 9 in November. She has a daughter. So with her having 1 child, and she opens up about the father not being in the child's life. So here's my thing. With Donta having 3 children with 3 different baby mamas, Sabrina also having a child, that's a lot of people. So we got to factor these 3 women. Count with me now. We got 3 women. Then we got 3 children, right? Then we got Sabrina's child. Then we got Sabrina. Then we got Donta. That's already 9 people, y'all. That's already 9 people. And that's not including if any of the baby mamas have spouses, if they have husbands.
That's a lot of relationships to
That's
try to foster and deal with. And then what if y'all don't get along and
the child is mad? And then you have 3 different children being, well, actually, if you account Sabrina's child, 4 different children being raised in 4 different households, having 4 different personalities. Like, kids already have different personalities. Then you have different households too. Imagine the arguments and the fights and the when they're all together,
conflicts and
ooh child. And then the other concept of if a woman had 3 children with 3 different baby fathers, would she still be a candidate on Ready to Love?
Let me tell you something. Last season with Bernice on the show, she has 3 children. All of her children are older, talking about can dress themselves, feed themselves, be in a house by themselves, older, about to graduate from college, older. And it was a guy on our Twitter talking about something, Bernice is the men need to stay away from her. She a low value woman. She got all these kids. Wow. All her kids are by the same man, her ex-husband. And y'all complaining about that. But
Donta show up and I don't hear repeat. I don't hear none of these men talking about low value men because Donta got 3 baby mamas and 3 different.
I feel like that's how the seasons go. I feel like the mark for the women is like all the way up there. Yeah. And it's like, y'all can get in.
Make it make sense. Like, oh Lord, I don't understand this.
No one asked him what is the backstory on these 3 baby mamas, but he isn't about drama, huh? Sabrina did ask him, do you get along? I mean, for the most part, but I
want to hear it from the women, that part. I want to hear what they got to say. I want to hear what the baby mamas got to say. Because men could say one thing, but the other person involved could say something different.
And I don't feel I feel like he would probably want to hide that, especially on national television. I don't think he want to be like, woo, can't stand him.
Come on now.
Can't stand him.
Don't do that. So then we move on to Mumen and Frank. And Mumen and Frank are very interesting to me because Mumen says, or Frank knows that Mumen wants to wait till marriage to have sex. She's had sex before, but that's not something she wants to continue to do. And Frank comes out and he says that he's hypersexual. Like, he's like, that's very important with him. It's very important in a relationship. And, that's not something that he's ever had to do. Like, wait for sex. That's not his thing. That's never been his story. So then when Frank opens up and says he's hypersexual, Mumen goes in her confessional and says, that makes me like him more than that he was honest with me and that he opened up to me about it.
I hear you with the respecting the honesty, but how did that make you? That's like, I'm a vegan and I go on a date with a guy and he's like, oh, you're a vegan? Because I eat meat every day. Like, I eat meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right.
So, I don't know, girl. Like, I'll be eating red meat all the time.
Right.
That made me like him more. I feel like that made me more drawn to him.
How? So if y'all have kids and you want to make your child vegan and he wants to make his child eat chicken,
he's like way on the opposite side of the spectrum.
The complete opposite.
You want to wait till marriage. He's like, I'm trying to get him right now, several times a day.
Make it make sense. sense.
I don't.
And then Frank too. Mumen is not the only one at fault too, because Frank gonna say that, you know, connecting with Mumen is making their connection stronger, and now that might be able to trump the sexual side of him.
No, it's not.
And he wants to see where it goes.
That
y'all
you
both
like,
on crack.
even if you do like her more, that's gonna make you more attracted to her. That's gonna make you want to do it more. Make it make sense. That's not gonna make you want to wait more.
Oh my god.
When you're already hypersexual.
So now you're starting to like her more, you're connecting with her more, you're feeling her more, you're more attracted to her, and more time has gone by. So what does that do? Does it make it do this, or does it make it do this? Like, make it make sense. You're not making sense.
But not for nothing, this is like common behaviors in the dating world. Just like ignoring deal breakers, ignoring red flags. Just let's keep this ball. We found out early, but let's keep the ball rolling anyway. Let's wait till it really hurts. Like, let's wait till we've developed more feelings for each other and it's harder to get out of this situation. Let's keep it going.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, child, Zahira. That's true, Zahira. Zahira said they've had a pregnant contestant
so
on the
basically,
show.
the bar is low.
The bar is not good.
The bar is low.
Oh, child. Oh, God. Zahira, I'm done with you. We could tell he wasn't shaking like that for nothing.
The man is frustrated.
Okay? The man was trying to tell us something. The man was saying he was pent up. The man was saying he needs a release.
He was shaking with direct eye contact.
Okay? Oh, Lord. No. Y'all a mess. Y'all crazy. Because, oh, my gosh. That is too funny. Okay, let's continue because, wow, we still got a couple dates. Yeah, all right. Let's make it through. So we got Sean and Tisia going on a date. I mean, to me, I feel like it fits. Like, Tisia wants to have children. She's young and she's ready, you know? And Sean wants kids too. So I feel like they fit way better than, you know, him and Sabrina or him and Aisha. But I don't feel like the connection.
I don't feel like it was there at all. There was no chemistry between them. They're talking about, you know, both growing up Baptist and they somewhat connected there. But like you said, I don't really see any chemistry like where it's like, oh yeah, we're really into each other. I mean,
they got the age gap, which makes sense because for him to get a younger girl with no kids, it makes sense if that's something that's important to you.
Right.
But y'all still have to have chemistry.
That's the first woman that he's connected with that wanted kids like he wants kids too.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Tisia said being a mom is important to her. She really wants that. I mean, I don't know. But that's the only person that I see connecting with Tisia. I don't see no one else connecting with her. Tisia. I'm so sorry. Tisia. But that's the only person that I see connecting with her. So
yeah,
I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
No, she doesn't give me much either. Like, when she does, it gives me what? Remember how Stacey was last season, where it was just kind of like, you know, the personality was a little rough around the edges. Like, it wasn't a very smooth. You never really saw her have like a very smooth conversation. It was almost always like she was not purposefully trying to be confrontational, but it came off that way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, even with the conversation they were having where he was saying like, oh yeah, you know, I still have the energy to have kids, even though we have an age gap. She's like, oh, so it still work? Do it still work? It's like, girl.
I wasn't even talking about that. Why are you thinking about Viagra? That was weird to me because it's like, okay, he's older. He's talking about still being able to chase the little kids around the house. He ain't talking about getting it up in the bedroom. Good child. He's 40s, not 60s, not 70s. Like, sheesh. Good child. Let's move on. Wait, hold on. Because that was a lot. Listen, Z. Me and Suga been talking. Zahira says he's another KG that Sean. He doesn't look like he's sure. Listen.
What did he say he does for a living? He creates.
I mean,
what did KG say? Yeah, I do radio for the love. I just
oh my, oof, I cannot take KG.
It's not I don't
I
work for
take
money.
KG.
So
I cannot take KG, y'all. No,
no,
it's a no for me. Let's move on.
If you haven't already and you watched last season, go and check out that KG
oh,
video.
Yeah, we got a KG video. Oh, God. We got KG in 4K. We got KG in 4K talking about patriarchy. And if the women want to be so independent, let them be independent about these bills.
And he better get steak and head every night.
His words, not ours. KG is a lot. KG is a lot. Woo! Jeez. Exactly. I could pay a bill or two, get your grown. Let's
a bill or two.
Monique, that's next week. Because when I tell you I'm gonna go in on him next week, let me just go in a little bit, okay? Because how can you only pay a bill or two when you're out here talking about I want to start a family, talking about I want kids, talking about that's a priority of mine, talking about that's a deal breaker for me. That's a deal breaker for you that you want kids, but then that you can only pay a bill or two.
You want her to have your kids, but you also want her to be carrying majority of the bills. Am I getting that?
I'm risking my life getting pregnant and carrying your seed while you're paying a bill or two. What if I gotta go into bed rest? What if I'm pregnant with twins? What about the expenses that come with kids like daycare? What if after I had the child, I have complications and I have to be out for a little bit from work? But you're talking about a bill or two. We're going to be homeless in the streets with your bill or listen.
Create another job.
Next week, I'm coming for him because that pissed me off. I cannot stand a man trying to lead with I want. And then you want to put your child in my uterus without no dang on shmoney? Oh, God.
You know how expensive these are?
Oh, my God. Ooh, child. Let's talk about it next week, y'all. Next week. I promise you. Next week. Ooh, child. Okay, don't play with me because, all right. So, Courtney and Cornelius, right? Courtney, I promise you, Courtney thinks that she is the man, the player, the hunter in this relationship because sis got her hand.
What's up, baby? You want me to take you home? What's up with me and you, sweet thing? I feel like, girl, is he gonna do any work in this conversation? Is he gonna pursue you at all? Is he gonna? He made Cornelius was looking uncomfortable. He was like, he looking like the right.
Y'all, I don't know.
Touching my thigh.
Oh my God. Listen, I don't know why Cornelius always finds himself in these situations with these overly assertive women. Because Kamil makes Cornelius shrink down too. And it's like, why is he drawing these kind of women to him? Like, where he's constantly like feeling like he's the passenger in the car. Like, if you don't take that wheel and drive, Cornelius.
Good child. I'm gonna say that in a nice way. Cornelius is very passive.
Yes, he
probably lets that happen in the majority of his relationships.
Yes, and then also I want to say Cornelius is giving me mama boy vibes. Like he wants to please like his mom in a sense because Cornelius keeps saying that he wants to wait till marriage, but then he'll talk out the other side of his neck and talk about, well, we might have a slip up. So do you want to wait for marriage? Is that really what you want to do? Or you just don't want your mama to see you out here fornicating? Because I'm on TV.
I can't be talking about.
It's like he's trying to talk in cold. Like at least say for the cameras, Courtney, that you're willing to try. I mean, we probably not gonna really do that. But you know, at least like let's put it out there for the cameras. And Courtney's like, no, I want what I want. I ain't gonna fake nothing for the cameras.
Cornelius gives me
I want that vitamin D.
Cornelius gives me an additional vibe that I shall not speak about.
Mm-hmm. A little. I don't want to do that to Cornelius. I don't want to say that
about Cornelius. Why my radar went off a little.
Yeah.
I don't. But what do I know?
No.
Don't take my word for it.
Who's the hero? The hero is in rare for. Zakira says Cornelia is like, touch me, tease me.
Now she can touch me. Now she can fill up on me.
She can, you know what I'm saying? Oh, child.
That's what I'm saying. He's not serious.
He's not.
He doesn't want to wait.
He's like, well, we could split
That's
that
why
here
it was
and there.
weird to me in the conversation with Courtney. He was like, you know, it's a red flag to me that she doesn't want to wait till marriage.
But you don't want to
barely want to wait till marriage. I mean, we have a little slip up.
Cornelius missed me with that. Monique King says, Oh, Monique. I don't know why I was just looking at your profile picture.
Oh, that picture. All right.
Girl, yeah.
We both got a little highlight.
With a smile. Yes, Monique. Cornelius is uncomfortable about women in general, but that's another topic. It is something going on there, Monique.
Cheers, Monique.
Wow. See, y'all can say it, but we're not going to say
We're not.
We ain't going to say that. Oh, Lord.
We're not going to put that on
Lord
his jacket. We're not going to put that on that black man.
Oh, goodness. Anisha, hey, sis. Anisha says, y'all, it's been obvious since the casting special. It was something going on there. Hey, Tara. Tara said,
Huh?
What is going on here?
Y'all don't mind him. That's my friend. Okay, that's one of my besties. He crazy. Okay, y'all gonna see him on our channel. Y'all gonna see him on our channel. We got a couple videos with him. We're gonna put out.
He is acting up. What's that? All right, so I mean, let's go to the gentleman's lounge. So we go to the gentleman's lounge, and the guys are discussing who they like, who they don't like. You know, the men are feeling uncomfortable when other men are saying the women that they like's names.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I feel like that's natural. I feel like it is awkward. Like Walter says that he likes Zadia. He said that she's quick-witted. She's really cool. You know, Na'im says that he likes Zadia. But then Na'im says all these people liking Zadia is a cause for concern. So I don't understand why. So you're giving me insecure. You're giving me I don't bring enough to the table, and I don't like competition.
Just
like
because she's a likable person or she's able to connect with people, that's not a red flag.
That's not a cause for concern. That's even more reason for why you should try and make her your woman. And I don't know. I think Na'im is very off-putting. He gives me like I don't really like women. Not in that sense, but like he don't really trust women, or he don't really really value women as much as as much as he may say he does. Phil says that he enjoys Aisha's date, but Shiloh's still his number one. And Shiloh doesn't have kids, and neither does Phil. So I mean, it's to be expected.
That's what we're saying. You talking about
it's to be expected.
Yeah, she should have told Sean that she couldn't have kids. Okay, but that's not. He said, "Oh yeah, it boosted her up a little bit," but Shiloh's still number one. So it's not life altering. Like it's
I don't know. I still don't know.
I agree. Na'im gives me Hotep. I think that's the vibe I'm getting from her because I do not like it. I said to Spice, I was like, he's giving me arrogant. Mm-hmm. He's giving me, we can have these kids, but you're gonna take care of them.
I'm not here for that. That's what we're not gonna do.
He said all this stuff about weaves and makeup, but boom, who he picking?
You're right. In the casting special, he did say, but everybody out here, all the women.
What Tommy said, he gonna pick a woman with a weave down her back, full beat.
Exactly. I don't know. That's just a lot. So then they still going through everything, and then Frank talking about he feeling me. Y'all don't make sense. These men do not make sense. Dante feeling Shiloh and Zadia. I don't like that. I don't like you with 3 baby mamas and 3 kids feeling the 2 women that have no kids. I don't like that.
I was wondering if he was doing that on purpose. Was like, okay, so we got a little less to deal with here because I
Because
already
my
got a lot on my
plate is so
plate.
full.
So let me make sure they don't have much on theirs.
You know, I don't know. I feel like that's a lot to expect of a woman. Like, you're putting a lot on her.
Phil doesn't come across as the most confident in general.
Yeah, we were saying earlier, Anisha, that we don't really know too much about Phil. He hasn't gotten a lot of camera time.
He's definitely playing background. It's hard with these shows. You never know if they're like editing a bunch of stuff out, but if they're not putting any behind the scenes clips, they probably just don't have it.
Right.
They probably just don't have any footage.
Yeah. So then they talk about who they not feeling, and Tisia. I don't know why I keep calling her Tisia, y'all. Lord Jesus. Tisia, Kamil, and Courtney name. Those are the names that come up. And y'all, honestly, we all thought that it was going to be a double elimination. But then we get there, and it's Walter meeting with Courtney, and who's it? Donta meeting with Kamil. And, you know, with Walter and Courtney, I felt like Walter had a good point. Because Courtney was trying to act like, okay, but we went on a double date and we vibed. No, y'all went on a double date. And you and Courtney and Kamil was both fighting over Cornelius.
You was rubbing on the man's leg.
Yes.
He literally said at the date, "Why am I here?"
Yes. So don't try
and
to act
sit
like
in front of him, and they're like, "Wow, you're gonna do this after we went on a date together?" Like, nah, bro, I watched you go on a date with somebody else.
Exactly. Like, don't try that now. It's like, you know, it's like I understand, like you want to stay this and the third. But this is the thing, though. Courtney, you have to take responsibility. You decided to spend all your time on Corey, who you found out the first night was telling multiple women the same thing. He was blasted and made known to everyone what he was doing, and you still chose
and then you're shocked
to spend your time.
You find out he's not a good guy.
I don't got nothing for you, sis. It would be one thing if he was actually good at deceiving. The man is terrible. And
she's pursuing, like, you're going after Cornelius, but is Cornelius coming after you?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I don't know what to tell you, girl.
Exactly. Aisha expands on what is a hotep. A hotep is a fake, woke black man who polices black women's appearances, behaviors, but will be the main one having no job and a baby by a white woman.
Period. That's a very accurate description.
Right on point.
You need to go to
right on
Wikipedia and go ahead and edit that. Throw that in there, girl.
Girl, yes. Let the people know because, girl, you ain't telling no lies right there. Oh, child. Oh, my goodness. Jesus. And then Donta, so then Walter has to let her know that she's not ready to love. And then we see Courtney in the confessional and she's crying, she's upset. But really, what other connections did Courtney have? You know, she spent all that time trying to get to know Corey, who was already made known day one that he was trash. And then you spent the rest of your time trying to make Cornelius do stuff that he says he don't want to do. Like, I just don't understand. If y'all priorities don't align, move on to someone else. Get to know someone else. Why you keep wasting your time with people that don't match for you?
Not for nothing. I don't know. Either honestly, it could have been a double elimination because Camille's doing the same thing. I don't want to see nobody else. Camille, yes. That's like, girl,
but
do you even know him like that?
Got the people talking.
Cornelia, she's gonna run your whole life.
Yes.
She's gonna have your bank account numbers. She's gonna have your social.
Yes.
She's gonna be taking.
And she got all the debt.
Her car. She's gonna be paying off her debt. You just. So for her to run your life.
Donta meets with Kamil, and Kamil, the antics.
Can we just? Because I gotta.
This could have been a Zoom call. Are we eating? Is there gonna be food?
So you figure.
Where's the food? Kamil, I'm going. Oh, child.
Her very unattractive.
It's so unattractive. It's so.
It's like, do you not know how to be a nice person in general? You just can't have a regular conversation like, oh, so if you're not attracted to the person or he's not Cornelius, you just don't even know how to talk to the man?
I mean,
you can't have lunch?
It's just I eating at about a very limited amount of my time. I don't know why I'm here with him. I don't know if he knows I don't like him. I don't know why I'm here. Because she knew she was on exactly. She knew. She's not dumb. She knew. And Donta was good. He said, we deliberated. And I just want to let you know that you are not ready to go home yet. And Kamil's like, well, that's good, because I was about to say, F you. Come on, Kamil.
Girl. First of all, okay, I'm sorry. This is funny.
Y'all are killing us in the chat.
Teron said he's going to dress him as a hotel for.
Oh, my gosh. Y'all are doing too much. Y'all are crazy. Oh, my goodness.
Cornelius gave mixed signals.
Mm-hmm.
He allowed her to feel on his thigh, but
he did kind of give me like victim, like in his, he was like, but she doesn't have any conviction, but you was grinning from ear to ear on that.
Now I will say I don't men or women, I don't usually like doing that. Like, well, she was, they didn't do anything, so they're not a victim. It's like, because some people are socially awkward and they don't feel comfortable in situations. They don't like conflict. It gives them anxiety. So a lot of people, as crazy as it may sound, you may say, "Oh, she's a grown woman," or he's a grown man. They should just be able to be like, "Don't touch me like that. Stop." But some people literally cannot do it. Like, it causes them great anxiety. So Yeah. But not for nothing, he said, "No, she can touch me." Yeah. So now it's like, it's not that you just didn't say anything.
Yeah, you
verbalized an invitation.
I was gonna say, and
to
then
your crotch.
Yes, and then you continuously choose her to go out on dates with when you know that hand is gonna go on your thigh. You know what Shorty finna do. Like, you know what Courtney's about. She do it every time y'all get every time.
She can't help herself.
Oh my god.
And she was even like, "Is it okay that my hand is right here?"
Yeah. It's perfect. Yeah. I like it right there. I don't got no problem with that. Like, I don't know.
What is going on in these comments, y'all?
Hey, Ivy girl. Ooh, pretty pig. Hey, Ivy girl. She said Kamil is over the top.
Hey, Ivy.
And we agree. Anisha says, I wouldn't say he's a victim because if the roles were reversed, I still think it was inappropriate, just as was Corey's behavior. Yes, agree. Yeah, like, I don't know, y'all. Like, this is a lot. I feel like this cast, these people are not, they keep saying, I'm not leading with my representative. I'm not leading with my representative. And it's like, you could really just see why they're still single. It's like, y'all dating potential. Y'all dating, hoping people's minds going to change. Y'all ignoring red flags. Y'all, like, honestly, I could see if you want to pair people up that don't have kids, Mumen doesn't have kids. Frank doesn't have kids. Tisia doesn't have kids.
Mumen and Cornelius both went away. Y'all don't want to go on a date and try it out?
Mumen and Cornelius both want to wait till marriage. Let's figure that out. Let's figure something out there. Not for nothing, although I do feel like Donta brings a lot to the table. I feel like Donta is one of the few men that don't want to have more kids, possibly. I don't know if he does or not, but he has 3. So it would make sense if he doesn't want to have more kids. So then that leaves Sabrina an option to be with Donta if he doesn't want to have more kids, and she doesn't want to have more kids. He will be comfortable with that, So I don't know, man. It's a lot happening right now.
Man, it's awful. They're chasing character lines and not storylines.
I agree, y'all. We said this in the beginning. If you guys did not catch this in the beginning, definitely catch the replay when this live is over. That these people, like the show has been like dry for us. Like, it's not has been like really popular like that. Even down to the clips, like the clips that we get ahead of time are the same clips that we get, when the show airs. Yeah, like we're not getting any deleted scenes. We're not getting the full idea of the people. We still don't know nothing really much about Phil. Homegirl, what's her name? Sid wasn't even in this episode. First of all, Sid came here late and then she missed the whole episode. Like, what's going on? If anybody wanted to take Sid out on a date, I feel like that should have been shown because she's a person to get to know. Y'all busy showing Sean dusty behind, but where's Sid at? Like, I know the guys has to want to get to know her.
Style covered
Y'all just not showing it. Yeah, y'all not showing her. Like, what's going on? You know? Zahira says, Shiloh. She means Shiloh is very sexual. Physical touch isn't the only way to make people feel uncomfortable, but her expression is acceptable. You know, I don't know. I don't know what Shiloh is saying to these men behind closed doors, but they are really feeling Shiloh. Mm-hmm. They're really feeling her. And I feel like Shiloh is just saying, I'm gonna be cooking dinner for you in a thong.
To my man.
Like, yeah, and so she's leading with that, and the men are like, oh yeah, she gonna be cooking for me in high heels and a thong. That's my pick.
Because even in the conversation that we did see, and even in her interview, it was very like, yes, I'm very sensual, and I'm in the lingerie, and I'm, you know, woo, woo, woo. Mm-hmm. And I definitely feel like, what did she say to the guys? I could definitely take my partner to the next level in that way. And it's like, of course, a man here that
he loves that.
So what no?
He loves that. So you're gonna be catering to me. I'm gonna get you in lingerie, and I'm gonna have dinner every night. Like, come on, like seriously.
Marie.
Anisha is saying Kamil's on every episode doing more of the same. Why so many dates with her and Courtney?
Because I feel like that's the only real, like, somewhat dramatic, entertaining storyline they have. The fact that, Kamil's crazy, so they're gonna keep dragging that out.
Yeah, but like we're following for the relationships. Like, how many successful couples does Ready to Love have?
Man, show me some more Aisha.
Come on now. Happy Sunday, Marie. Hey girl, hey.
Is that a snowflake? Because it's definitely brick.
Okay. I see.
Okay.
Yes.
Does everybody say brick, or is that just us?
Oh, that's a New York, New Jersey thing, I think.
That means it's cold as heck.
Yep. The crazy black woman trope is tied, and I don't appreciate it
at all.
I don't appreciate it, and I don't like that Kamil is allowing her to fall into that stereotype.
I'm tired of the crazy black woman, the desperate black woman, all of that whole. I could take off.
Take it out.
Sick of it.
Tara, stop talking about some sign me up. You see? Because Shiloh, you list that down.
Take me to the next level.
When you say stuff like that, but then in reality, let Shiloh have a child. Let Shiloh have to do a double at her job. Let her have like some drama in her family.
Baby crying, she can't cook for you in lingerie.
She can't cook for you in lingerie now. She gotta, the titties is for the baby right now. The baby breastfeeding, milk leaking everywhere. But she talking about some lingerie this and lingerie that. And she gonna be tired. She ain't sleep all night. I mean, it's fine to do that. But I just feel like you shouldn't lead with that. Like, I'm about, doing that. And like, I want my man to appreciate it. Now you leading with that man gonna want that, expect that every single night. Like,
you lied to me because you said
you what I'm saying? That's some hard standards.
Marie, she has the men curious. She just piqued their interest with that that kind of conversation, and they're all like, "Oh, I'm trying to see what that's about."
Yeah.
Are there any true connections?
Good question, sis. Good question. Exactly, this queen. The men are like, next level. What is that?
Exactly. I'm gonna be on the next level. Take me up.
Yeah, I'm on the elevate. Choose me. Oh my gosh. Zahira says they've successfully shown us what's out here in these dating streets.
Woo!
I mean, when you write, sis. Zahira, when you write, you right.
It's so struggling.
Oh,
it's
man.
Very ghetto.
Yeah, like,
0.5 stars out of 10.
I know. It's tough out here in these dating streets. Like, I just don't see where the prospects are, where the biteable prospects are. I'm not seeing them, y'all. I'm not seeing them.
So what are you talking about?
He's talking about sharing the titties. He's a mess.
Oh my god!
I can't. He said he gonna be on one, baby gonna be on the other, and we gonna share. Like he's a mess. He needs to stop. Get this man out of here. He a mess. You know, but you know, it's just too much. It's a lot happening. But well, thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching with us. Thank you for hanging out with us in this chat. You know, honestly, this episode, you know, it's a lot. I think we're going to get a lot in the next episode too, because, you know, we're going to see a little bit more when the friends start trying to get to know who these men are.
Family start asking questions.
I don't like it when, like, if Suga bring a guy home and I'm not going to be like, so what are your intentions? So, are you serious? Okay, tell me about how much money you make.
She's way more smooth
like
than
that.
That's number one.
Come on now.
Between her and her husband, the way they be,
listen,
it's definitely a tag team situation. If ever I introduce them to a guy, they're like,
we gonna befriend you,
buddy.
You know,
What's up?
I
like that shirt.
You know, like you
look,
can't.
they're good.
We gotta get to know these guys,
right?
We gotta see the social media.
You're not gonna get anywhere with the interrogation. Where were you the night of the set? You're not gonna get anywhere with that.
So I don't like these. They don't know how to do it right. These friends and these families, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know. Come on now. We talked about Walter earlier, Marie. Marie says Walter in his book of stories, breaking his hypersexual self. I don't know, y'all, girl. And you and Suga agree about Walter because she's not feeling him. She got her eye out on Walter. So I don't know.
Right.
Oh my gosh. The hero says that's right. Like I says, I got her.
I ain't gonna let her.
Better come correct. Okay. Good child.
They always vet my memes every time. They be getting them out of here. They're like,
let's go. No, but honestly, my husband is really so good. Like he be reading and understand. Like
he's really good at reading.
Like just
people.
looking at
it's
them.
Scary.
Yeah. Well, he's a sales guy too. He's in sales, so you know you gotta be able to read people.
People like, sis.
Yep. You need to know right away. Crazy. Good child.
I can show him a picture. He'll be like,
he's this.
That and be on point. It's
and
scary.
he'll be right about at least.
It's really scary.
Like, yes. It's a lie. It's crazy. We be like, how do you know that?
We be like, yo.
Oh my God. Marie said, we halfway through how did we get here? Nobody knows.
Especially like when you compare it to like last season, you're like halfway through, it was like so many more connections. You knew so much more about the people.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on. Yeah. It was way more entertaining. We're halfway through. What even happened? Did anything even happen?
The people that they spent time showing us about are all gone. So the people that are left, we know nothing about.
Exactly.
Y'all spent all that time on Courtney, all that time on Corey, all that time on Tyrone, and they're gone. So now we're like, who are these people? Shiloh wasn't even in this episode. Like, freaking Sid wasn't even in this episode. Mm-hmm. Like, who, like,
everybody like Shiloh so much, but where's she at?
Who is she? Other than the girl that want to wear
all these fireworks, all this stuff that they're talking about. Why are we not able to see this?
And where the deleted clips at? If y'all can't put it in the dang on episode, put it in the extra clips because
by the time Bernicia Joel's friends met, it was like so much we knew about them, so much had came out, so many dates they went on. Yes. So it's like, how are y'all meeting the friends already? We don't even know. We got questions just like the friends got questions. Good child. Monique says there were 9 women, 7 men. How did it happen? That's true. Wait. They did a double elimination. Nobody else got double eliminated. And then they added 2 more people. Mm-hmm. And then what are y'all doing at this point? Are we freestyling?
True. How are we freestyling? The numbers not It's not. It's not. Ooh, child. Zahira says Shiloh and Sid are the most wanted ladies. Yeah. Yes.
Wow. And Sid just got here, so that should tell you something.
Yeah, and Zadia too. I'll say she's up there too.
She has,
But I see Zadia being a lot of people's number 2s. I see Shiloh being a lot of people's number 1.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Last season we were invested. This season, I don't know nothing about it. That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
Last season we was like, oh yeah, you know Joelle with the accent. We know KG do this, and we knew their professions and everything. I don't remember nothing
at all. But thank you, God. Y'all was fun today. We had fun with y'all. We kept this live a little too long. Oh my gosh, 1 hour and 20. But we had so much fun with y'all talking about these people and all the ins and outs.
How do we make this boring episode an hour 20, y'all?
How do we do that? I don't know how we talk that much. That was crazy. Oh my goodness. Ivy Girl said that's true, ladies. They should have they should have a show with just the extra clips so we can see some of these dates and interactions. Something. Y'all out here putting out the clips that we see in the episode. Nicole says, I think there will be a lot of twists and turns at the end based off the rumors I keep hearing about who ended up. Hit us in DM, sis. Yes. Oh, thank you, Marie. Yes, please like the video if you're in here.
Yes, Marie. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Talk about the support for me.
Y'all are too lit. I love y'all. Y'all are awesome. Thank you. This queen won't quit. You ladies have a great vibe. We appreciate you. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all for being here.
We just feeding off y'all energy.
Yeah, y'all are awesome. Girl, Z, we've been on YouTube channel. The clips are just the clips of the episode coming.
Where's the extra?
Where's the deleted scene?
Exactly. It's no deleted.
Where's the yes? Come on. Where's the uncut?
The deleted probably them like so. Do you like walnuts?
Oh Lord,
I like pecans.
I think that's what's going on.
Just boring.
Ooh, child. The dating scene is whoosh. Ooh. I'm not a fan. That's tough. Well, we appreciate you guys. Like this video. Follow us at Sugar and Spice 88, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. And also subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And we appreciate all of y'all. And we look forward to seeing y'all in the next
video. Notification bell so you can join us next live.
Yes,
and we have new videos coming soon. So look out for that.
We got videos coming. And don't forget to turn your notifications on so y'all know when we go live. And we appreciate you guys. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gonna spread
good energy.
Today we gonna share
good energy.
I go to work.
Today gonna be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day. All about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put